In 2013, Loyola University released a report that said 52%, or roughly 38,000 African American men, were unemployed in the city of New Orleans. I am one of those 38,000, and I would like to share my story. You see, in 1998, I was convicted of armed robbery. And because I was a first offender and a college student, the judge said he'll sentence me to 15 years. I served 13 years and 9 months in the Department of Corrections until I was paroled. Upon being paroled, I understood that I had housing, but I still had two major issues. One, a job, and two, a phone. Being away for so long, I quickly discovered that technology was super advanced and this workforce system was super complex. I mean, you had emails and you had virtual interviews. You had to go to one career center to go to another career center to go to another career center, which only told you that they weren't helping ex-offenders that day. The mayor and his strategic economic development team launched a project called Strive NOLA. Strive isn't about just getting a job, but it was about improving some of those life work skills, being personally accountable, being responsible, having integrity, skills that someone like myself that was leaving the chaos of prison could use as I transitioned to a productive citizen in a city post-Katrina. Also, like I said, the challenge wasn't just getting a job, but it was staying connected to my parole officer, or just communicating and looking up my email to see if a job offer had come. I needed a phone. But what I discovered about the phone was it would shut down and say, hey, I need to make an update. Hey, I need to upgrade. Every day walking around with technology that says, I have to improve, I have to get better. But the question was, why were so many people staying the same? My city was in a process of making major updates and upgrades, but we needed some help.
So we came to New Orleans and learned from people like Patrick and decided to focus on the first interaction that someone has with a workforce system. Our approach was inspirational to actionable. How can we meet people where they're at, get them the right information to give them better expectations, and how can we guide them to an opportunity center prepared to have a positive experience, including signing up beforehand? The most common feedback we heard was that people expect to walk in and walk out with a job on the same day. We built Career Path NOLA to set your expectations and make you better prepared. We highlight steps that you can take before you come in, what you might need, and how much time to plan for to make your first visit less frustrating. The key was meeting people where they're at, especially if they don't have a home internet connection. Most people are going to be looking up information on their phones, so we built mobile first. We also heard that many people walk in looking for any job, and others walk in looking for specific jobs that they've heard about from friends and family, even if they might not be a good fit. It's also hard to dream bigger and imagine where you could be if you're surrounded by people all in the same line of work or you're busy taking care of others. The career assessment that we built allows you to explore possibilities in your quiet moments. Like the rest of the site, it's designed to be simple and accessible, here asking if you identify with what each image represents. Your results are drawn from a pool of careers that we compiled with the help of local business organizations that represent jobs that are growing in the New Orleans area. It took a few rounds of user feedback to get just the right information that a job seeker needs. After you've completed the assessment, you're encouraged to send your information to Crystal at the network for referral to an opportunity center. You do this through a sign-up form that the network is already using with community partners to get people into the pipeline. This is the most important piece, because we're not trying to replace the dedicated people like Patrick and Crystal who work on these challenges day to day. Even though a job seeker has to take personal responsibility, they still need human support, and we're supporting the humans. We've had a number of people sign up for the opportunity centers through our site, and we know that they're going to get a follow-up phone call from Crystal. Over time, we hope more and more people can make their way to an opportunity center, have a positive experience that's humanizing, and take their first steps towards a career. One of our partners, the Markle Foundation, pushed us to consider another hard problem in workforce. How do we make sure that there are jobs available for people after they've completed training? We need employers to align opportunities with job seeker skills, and part of that is pushing them towards more inclusive hiring. We built a tool to help employers create job postings that are free of implicit bias and facilitate a better match between employer and candidate. It guides you step by step through creating a more effective job posting and analyzes the text for readability and gender bias. Both Posting Pro and Career Path NOLA are products that meet their users where they're at.
So at the beginning of the day, it's all about opportunity. But at the end of the day, it's about results. What have we accomplished? When we use updates and upgrades in our technology, that is based upon performance. How can we perform better? Well, in the city of New Orleans, with the help of partners like Code for America, we can say that today, that 52% unemployment rate of African American men has been reduced to 44%. Let's clap. And I want to just give a special shout out to the New Orleans Code for America team, Georgia, Stephanie, and Pascal, who came to our center not as just visitors, but as participants. They actually went through the workforce development process. And I, myself, along with the city, we have made some major updates and upgrades. I am now transitioning from an ex-offender to an employed workforce developer, registered voter. It's not about what can happen, but everything that you're doing today, I am the proof that it's working.
Thank you.